Our story kicks off with Dr. Hopper, a university professor and archaeologist, scouring the wilderness with his trusty dog, searching for his family who vanished in the 1970s. They were chasing the legendary Fountain of Youth, a mythical spring said to restore youth and health. When Hopper reaches the site of their disappearance, he finds the eerie cave. Shining his flashlight at the entrance, he's stunned to see a cowboy, dressed in old-fashioned clothes, standing frozen like a statue, not moving an inch. Shocked and spooked by the bizarre sight, Hopper races back home. Hopper had planned to explore the cave with his colleagues, Taylor and Jackie, but he's too rattled to tell them about the creepy cowboy, worried for their safety. Despite his fears, he decides to return to the cave alone. He ties a rope to a rock outside, ventures in, and discovers a strange barrier separating the cave's inner world from the outside. The second he crosses it, the frozen cowboy springs to life. 2 days later, Hopper's student Taylor hits up his colleague Jackie, totally freaked out. He says Dr. Hopper went off to explore some place 2 days ago, and hasn't come back. They've gotta go find him. Jackie's like, "Okay, but who's got a car and is down for this?" She sneakily grabs Taylor's phone and calls his crush, Kara, saying he needs a favor. To sweeten the deal, Taylor pitches it as a thrilling adventure that could help Kara's little sister, Vives, with her school project. Kara's in, convinces her dad to lend her the car, and Vives, super pumped, calls her friend to join the crew. As they hit the road, Taylor tells them everything. He and Jackie are Dr. Hopper's assistants, and Hopper's been obsessed for years with finding people who vanished in the 1970s. These folks were chasing the mythical Fountain of Youth, got super into it, and then, poof, disappeared, never seen again. They swing by to pick up Furby, Vives' friend. They reach the spot and find a beat-up old car. They poke around and discover a photo labeled, "Hopper Family." Plot twist: Hopper never told them he's looking for his own family. Furby spots a rope tied to the car, leading to a small underground hole, different from the cave Hopper entered at the start. They decide to check it out, but Furby sees cockroaches and opes out, staying at the entrance. The rest follow the rope, which goes deeper underground. Kara thinks it's Hopper's rope, but Taylor's like, "No way, this thing's ancient." As they climb down, Kara notices a weird, invisible, moist layer, just like the one Hopper saw. Back to Hopper. When he crossed that layer, the frozen cowboy suddenly moved. The cave's entrance is lit up like it's daytime, but he notices something bizarre. The sunlight keeps flickering on and off. Then he hears screams getting closer, totally freaks out, and sprints to his car. But his car looks ancient, like it's been sitting there for years. He tries to start it, dead battery. So, he hikes to another car, which turns out to be Kara's group's ride. He finds a bag, shakes off the dust, and realizes it's Jackie's, his assistant. They must have followed him into the cave. He grabs a flashlight, starts dropping lights to mark his path, and heads back in. The second he enters, the sunlight starts flashing again. Back with the group underground, Jackie and Vives hear a creepy, mysterious sound. They panic, tell the others, and everyone's like, "We gotta get out of here!" Jackie starts climbing the rope, but it snaps, and she falls, breaking her leg. Taylor checks the second rope. It's cut too. They think Furby's messing with them, trying to scare them, so they radio him, yelling, "Cut it out and throw us a rope!" No response. Then they hear a voice on the radio nearby saying, "Help me!" At first, they think it's Hopper, but when they ask who it is, the voice says, "Furby," but it doesn't sound like him at all. They follow the sound and see a flickering light ahead, appearing and disappearing. Taylor's like, "That's gotta be Furby messing with a flashlight." Kara goes to check and finds a rope hanging from above, also cut. Then she sees something that makes her break down crying. The others look and find Furby's body. He fell from above and looks dead. Vives loses it, sobbing over her childhood friend. They're all confused, wondering why Furby didn't come down with them if he wanted to, why he waited just 5 minutes after they descended. Taylor figures something up top must have scared him, and since his ropes cut someone, or something, cut their ropes too. Good thing Furby and Vives had cameras for their school project. They check Furby's footage from when they left him. It shows him talking to the camera, saying it's been hours and they're not answering the radio. He starts wondering, finds a hole in the ground with a rope leading down, and spots Hopper's car with his dad's journal inside. The journal says the first person to hear about the Fountain of Youth was a Spanish queen in the Middle Ages. Her husband was sick with no cure, so she sent expeditions to find the fountain's water. All died except one that vanished and never showed up again. Furby says it's getting late, and night's coming, which is weird since they only left him minutes ago. He opens the camera again at midnight, saying his friends are still gone. He keeps reading the journal, which reveals Hopper's parents came to find the fountain because their daughter, Hopper's sister, was sick with no cure. They'd been missing ever since, along with her. Furby keeps filming over days, saying it's been 4 days since his friends vanished. Nobody knows where they are because they lied to their parents, saying they were going to a club. He's out of food and water, and the car battery died from running the radio all night, scared to be alone. His only shot is to climb down Hopper's rope to find his car keys and drive back. But when he crosses the moist layer, the sky starts moving crazy fast, and his rope snaps. Kara's like, "No way, Furby must have edited the video to prank us." Vives notices the camera's timestamp is days ahead of her watch. Jackie says the only way to figure this out is for someone to climb out. Since Kara's a climber, they give her a satellite communicator to call for help. Taylor thinks the flickering light is the sun, meaning days are passing. But Kara calls that ridiculous. She starts climbing and finally reaches the surface. Total shock. The landscape's completely changed from the hole Furby used. No plants, no life, and the air feels polluted. A huge sandstorm's coming, but she's determined to find a signal. The device gets nothing, no communications on Earth. Then she spots a weird object in the sky, like a spaceship, and rushes to tell the others. They don't believe she made it to the surface, saying she was only gone for 2 seconds. She shows her camera footage, proving she got up there. But their own camera shows her climbing 2 steps and coming back fast. They realize time in the cave is basically frozen. Each sunlight flicker is a whole year passing outside, when the sun lines up with the cave's entrance once a year. Taylor points out that when they found Furby, he was face down with a broken radio, but his footage showed him falling on his side with the radio working. They rewatch Furby's video and see people speaking a strange language beating him until he dies. Kara insists on climbing again to throw down a rope so they can escape. While Vives rewatches Furby's video, she notices something crazy. The sun moves super fast, changing direction with the seasons, and the cave only lights up once a year when the sun's rays hit the entrance straight on. So, the light they're seeing isn't day and night, it's a full year. They've been in the cave less than an hour, but hundreds of years have passed outside. As Kara's halfway up, a beam of light comes down with a high-tech ladder. A giant creature descends, gets attacked by a caveman, but uses advanced tech to pin the guy to the ground. The group bolts, terrified, and hides in a part of the cave that looks like coral reefs. The creature follows until they find a spot with fire and embers. Someone's been here. They spot people in 1960s clothes, dead, Hopper's parents, and see cavemen killing the cowboy from the start of the film. They try to sneak away, but they're spotted. Taylor tells the girls to run while he distracts the attackers, but they overpower him and beat him to death. The girls hide until the attackers pass. Kara runs to Taylor, who's bleeding out, dead. The giant creature ignores her, goes to a water pool, fills a container, and leaves. Seeing her cry over Taylor, it decides to help, dragging him to the water. Kara thinks it's drowning him, but it calms her, and Taylor comes back to life. The cavemen attack the creature, almost killing it. Kara hands it a device it dropped, letting it pin the attackers down. They realize it's a human, not breathing oxygen, speaking a weird language. Its mask is broken, so it's choking. They try to talk to it, asking who it is and what time it's from. It activates a device showing news reports. Their families searched for them for weeks, months. It plays videos showing that centuries later, Earth got so polluted it became unlivable. Humans built a spaceship to live off-planet, heading to other worlds. The last humans are now on Mars. Jackie's like, If this is what humans and their language are like now, what'll we do if we get out? Taylor grabs the creature's ladder to escape, finding Hopper's bag and the cowboy's gun. Following Hopper's light markers, he sees Stone Age cave drawings, injured people, and a young girl sprinkling healing water from a pool on them. He finds Dr. Hopper badly hurt, near a zone where people are frozen, like the cowboy at the start. Hopper says it's his sister, and these time-insulating layers protect the fountain of youth, a waterfall. He warns Taylor not to enter, or he'll be trapped. Hopper's injury is too severe. He'll die before reaching the healing water. The girl's still splashing water on others, who start waking up. Taylor runs as Hopper shoots at the attackers until he runs out of ammo. Taylor opens the ladder, and they climb fast. When Kara reaches the top, she finds water above them. As she dips her hand in, a strange hand grabs her. One of the pursuers steps on the ladder, making Kara slip. As she gets up, they put a mask on her so she can breathe. She sees her friends frozen in place. She's out of the cave. Suddenly, wires come through the water, wrap around them, and pull them in. Kara reappears, looking different, and pulls them one by one into the water, saying she'll send more to save everyone in the cave. Soon, Furby wakes up, healed by the water. Then Dr. Hopper, his parents, and his sister come too. They reassure everyone they're okay and say they're the only ones speaking a language humans still understand. They've got a big role on this spaceship, which is heading to Mars. And there you have it. Time Trap is sci-fi thriller follows a group of students searching for their missing professor in a cave where time's gone totally bonkers. Minutes inside equals centuries outside. They uncover the Fountain of Youth, a magical waterfall that heals and preserves life, guarded by time-warping barriers. Along the way, they face cavemen, a mysterious future human, and a shocking truth: Earth's become a wasteland, and humanity's now chilling on Mars. It's a roller coaster of adventure, danger, and jaw-dropping twists that'll leave you questioning time itself. This film keeps you guessing at every turn. It's a must-watch for anyone who loves a good mystery wrapped in a sci-fi epic. What would you do if you were trapped in a cave where seconds equal centuries? Let us know in the comments. Love this recap? Hit that like button and subscribe for more. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We can't wait to hear what you think. See you in the next one.